Open when it's light, it's open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forrest Fenn are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give 'em a try and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with Capro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Today is Monday, June 13th. And it's Forrest Fenn Treasure Found, except I don't think Capro and Cynthia are going to be on the show, guys. Sorry. I got an email that said, well, let me read it. Let me make sure. Actually, let me tell her, hey, I'm live. Are you coming on? I'm live now. Text me if you can make it on. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, Cynthia and Capro are in Sante Fe for the probate hearing. I guess Toby was there. I guess Greg, Brutal Truth, was there. The trial's over for today. There is a part 2 tomorrow, so they're going to be back there tomorrow. To say hi 4 or 5 minutes. And then she just texted me just a little while ago. I was actually asleep taking a nap. And Capro said, yeah, we're not going to be able to make it on. Sorry, you got to go on alone. So she did tell me she's got, many, many pages of notes. So it won't be tonight, but you will get an update. At least the update will have the conclusion of the trial, which will be tomorrow. So as you can see, they did say hi to Shiloh. There was a picture there. The thumbnail is a picture of them with Shiloh. And that is at the courthouse. And he is wearing Forrest Fenn's belt buckle. So that's kind of cool. And somebody in one of the comments on Facebook said, ask him how much for the belt buckle. The belt buckle's not for sale. Hey, Eleanor. Hey, Mike. What's up, everybody? Margarita Mondays. That's right. They're probably getting a margarita somewhere, would be my guess. And if I had to guess, they're probably at the Blue Corn or wherever in Sante Fe that bar was. Are they drinking? Yeah, probably. That would be my guess, everybody. So, yeah, sorry, guys. I know you wanted to see Capro and Cynthia, and, you wanted to get an update on what's going on out there. But it looks like the update is not happening tonight. Maybe it'll be Thursday when we go live. Maybe we'll do a Forrest Fenn Treasure Found on Thursday. She made a couple comments to me. I guess they asked, so I guess Carl read a bunch of the emails between Jack and Forrest and in court. They're part of the record, and all this will be made public. Actually, let's check Harry's and see if Harry posted anything. I have my own thoughts on this whole thing, which I'll get into here in a minute. Let's see here. Yep, 16 minutes ago. Let's see what Harry posted. He updated. Okay, so anyway, what I was going to say is I guess Carl read a lot of emails between Jack and Forrest, kind of showing where Jack was searching, which was 9 Mile Hole. He read, and again, all this should come out in this court case when it's all made public. And I'm sure Toby will go live and go over this stuff. But there was a lot of that Jack was searching 9 Mile Hole, and I guess after it was over, Cynthia asked Toby, "Do you now believe it was found in 9 Mile Hole?" And Toby said, "Nope, not until the GPS is revealed by Sarah Davis or something like that." He says, "I'm not going to believe it," and I understand why. I mean, part of me understands why. Toby cannot get over the fact that it was found at 9 Mile Hole. And when they had that Zoom in August of 2020, nobody was charged. To Toby, that just can't be. It's not possible. So to Toby, excuse me, he'll never believe that it was in 9 Mile Hole unless somebody from Yellowstone confirms it with GPS coordinates. And that's fine. I mean, he can have that thought, I guess, right? Yeah. So anyway, I mean, yeah, it's real simple. Forrest Fenn was pretty resourceful and he didn't get charged. Pretty simple. Forrest did it anyway, in my opinion, guys. It's just my opinion. But it will come out as far as what was done in the, hey, sorry to hear that, Brent. Brent said his father passed away Friday. Sorry to hear about that, Brent. I've been sick lately. Yeah, I think I had COVID last week, and that's finally got through that. That's why there was no show. One of the reasons there was no show Thursday. There's also no show the Thursday before. Thursday before was World Series of Poker, and that's probably where I got it from. Guess what, everybody? So yeah, be safe out there, guys. And also, the other thing is Yellowstone. Before we get into Harry's update, the other thing is Yellowstone. I hear the weather is horrible. They shut down the entrances. There's been like torrential rains, or the rivers are overflowed, and all this stuff. So, yeah, be safe if you're up in Yellowstone. I know there was a meetup up there, and I heard nothing but good things about the meetup. So I hope, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I hope everybody got home okay and everybody's back okay. So if you are up in that area, be safe, man. I watched some of the videos and those roads are just washed out. What if you were caught in the park though? Well, I guess you just get rescued, right? I mean, they rescue people all the time. So anyway, okay, I'm on Harry's chase. Harry's chase forum. Let's see what he said. Of course, Harry thought there would be a settlement all the way up until trial this morning, which, hey, I'm not going to go into the I'm not going to go into the legalities of his case and why it even is there is a trial, which I don't understand. I mean, I talked to Capro about this before they left the other day to go out there. I was like, I can say, I knew where the treasure chest was. Why am I not in the probate case? I just don't understand how somebody can just raise their hand and go, yeah, I'm right. Because you have to have evidence to back it up. And from what I can see, Mccracken's evidence doesn't make any sense. But okay, let's see. Let's see what Harry put this morning. And there's a couple other things I want to get into as well. This is from 4:44 p.m. What a boring afternoon. This is from Harry Mccracken. A state attorney questioning me on every minute detail. Even judge had enough. I am never going to admit Jack is the finder. Have not got around to witnesses just yet. Still time for them to appear tomorrow morning, but I won't hold my breath. I did well in my case and good enough for a win in a civil court, but I'm totally dependent on the judge seeing things my way. It's tough when you are all alone fighting for justice on your own. Corruption, schemes, and dark forces working against you, twisting and turning the truth. I see it all. I fear a corrupt ending to my strong case. There is no Alita to save me. Dang, I really liked her, so I must work with the other forces, the FBI, to get justice. I don't fear court. I fear corruption. My case should be an easy win. Appeal should be an easy win. I can sense the corruption. That's why the FBI needed to keep their eyes on my case. We'll be coming to see them when it's over. I am sure Alita went down well at the court. There was chuckles when I hooked up my laptop to play the movies and saw my wallpaper was Alita. It certainly proved Forrest Fenn was obsessed with Alita and was desperate for me to come down and find the chest in October, November 2019. If only Alita could be there in person. Still my favorite gal. You never see her stab Hugo in the back. If only all girls were like Alita. If you guys don't know, Alita was this movie. It's like anime, part animated. And Mccracken thinks that movie has something to do with the ending or something. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand these people. And all the court cases don't make any sense. Now, they make sense to the person filing the court case. I'm sure Jamie Mccracken believes what he's trying to fight for here. And again, remember, he says, I think there's going to be a bad ending. It's because of corruption. It's not that he's wrong. It's always because there's corruption, right? And it's a delusion. That's what it is. That's what I think all the court cases are. They're just delusions. The people will never give up, will never entertain the theory or the possibility that their solution is wrong and that they're wrong. And that's what the delusion is. So, hey, who am I to talk about it? I don't know. Seems pretty simple to me that Jack found it. You may not like how Jack found it. You may not like where Jack found it, but he found it. He owns it. And that's it. So anyway, so yeah, that's the update from Harry. So tomorrow the trial is day 2, and I think it's the last day. It'll be really interesting to see what the result is. From what Capro said, nothing that Mccracken presented in court made any sense whatsoever. So we'll see. we'll see how that plays out. So what else is going on? The auction ended, right? The Forrest Fenn collection, and Sitting Bull's Peace Pipe went for, was it $110,000, I think? Let's look that up real quick. Yeah, I mean, the family did pretty good with this stuff. I mean, I don't know about the estimates, but I mean, now this one did not sell. It seems weird to me that this little guy, this little doll, unsold for whatever reason. Nobody bid on this one, but everything else got bid on. And remember, I think this was a lot of the stuff that was in Forrest Fenn's den, for those of you that have been in his den. I mean, 1,100, 375, 3,400. You add all this up, I mean, it's a pretty penny, right? 2,500 for this lance blade knife, 7,500 beaded buffalo hide knife sheath, 8,700 another knife and sheath, and it's all Indian artifacts, right? Let's see where the peace pipe is. 11,000. Sioux elk dreamer quilled hide tobacco bag, 11 grand for that. Wow. 10,000. There it is. Sitting Bull's peace pipe, 125,000 it sold for. Believed to belong to Sitting Bull, 125 grand for that. I wonder who bought it. Yeah, I think so, Lisa, and I have a feeling Mccracken might be paying for some frivolous lawsuits as well, but we'll see. 75,000 for this guy. Sioux grizzly bear claw necklace. And I would really like to see the contents of the treasure chest go up for sale like this. I have no knowledge that that's going to happen or not, if that's going to happen or not. I think every individual item should be listed. All 365 gold coins, list them separate and do an auction just like this where we could all watch it. To me, that would be the best, especially the autobiography. To see it after it's done, what it sold for would be interesting, I think. And I'd like to know. And then I'd have a chance to bid on a gold coin or whatever it is. I want a gold frog or whatever. Don't know what any of that stuff would go for, but we'll see if they end up doing it this way or not. Or will it be a private buyer that buys the whole thing and we just never hear about it? So 10,000. A lot of these beaded knife sheaths went for a pretty penny. Only 688. Hide scraper. A lot of knives. 281. Oh, you could have some old knives. And a lot of this is from San Lazaro, I think. And there's 4 pages here if anybody wants to check it out. I'll put this in the. I know that's kind of old news. Most people know what this stuff is already sold for, but I'll put it in the link just in case you want to look through it yourself. But 125 grand for the supposedly Sitting Bull's peace pipe. That's pretty awesome. And then I heard there's going to be another one of those auctions, like a part 2. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what somebody told me, is there'd be a part 2. Yeah, so what's next? So I guess after this probate case is over tomorrow, the judge will rule, and then the probate's done. And then we wait to see what happens with the treasure chest. Seems to me to be the next thing. All the lawsuits are over with. I mean, I guess somebody could try and file something, but I think it's pretty much moot at this point. For the people out there who still think they're right on their solution, I don't know why you think that, but hey, that's the world we live in. I mean, can you imagine how much money that's been spent on the Forrest Fenn family for these lawsuits over the 2 years since Forrest died? I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I hope the chest is however it's sold. I hope it's in a public setting where we could look at it that way. Speaking of auctions, if you look right back there, these are all comic books. The majority of that we pulled out of a storage unit, and there just happens to be another storage unit that's come up for sale, which I don't know if we're going to try and get it out. I'll show you guys a little sneak peek of it. I think it's going to go for a lot of money is the problem. So check it out. Boom. For those that are into such things, it's just another kind of treasure hunt, right? I think so. Look at that. So we've got the stand-up roll-away tool case. Capro hasn't even seen this yet, so I got to show her when she gets back. It's got the roll-away tool set. It's got a jack. Those always sell. This is another. I think this is another toolbox type thing. If this is full of like knickknacks, like screws and all that kind of stuff, that can go for a little bit. You know, everybody's always looking for that stuff for their garage. But the A-Team is a 1984 board game So that's a good sign. It means that the stuff in here is collectible. It should mean that anyway. Score is the name of a trading card company. These could be trading cards. Those looks like it might be cassettes. But this is a 10 by 20 unit. It goes back pretty deep. And without, I mean, it's really a gamble. I don't know what these are, though. Anybody know what these are? They look like they go pretty long, like part of a bench or something, but it's pink. So what could that be to? Look at those boxes of comics. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 boxes of comics that we can see right here. So this unit's going to go easily for over $1,000. I mean, the other consideration is it's 100 degrees out here in Vegas. So to empty this thing is going to be interesting too. So we'll see. As you can see, these are short boxes on top, but I'm assuming the rest of these are all probably long boxes on the bottom. And you just don't know what's in it, but it sure be fun to go through them. And there's another one of these little cushion things. So I don't know if it's like a playground thing or it's like a bench. I don't know. Picnic table where this is like a cover, or something. And this is just the stuff we can see, guys. Yeah, it's 20 feet deep, so who knows what's back there. But when you have a board game from the 80s and comic books and a remote control car up front along with tools, that's a good sign that there's more of the same in the back. So what do you guys think? Think we should buy it? I mean, if this thing goes for $2,000, you think we should get it? Or try and get it? What is all this stuff? Looks like maybe some kind of workout thing here. I don't know what that is. Looks like a pogo stick, but I have no idea. There's a fan or a chair. I think it's a fan somebody threw in there, an empty water bottle. There's a bicycle tire. And just going back here, there's another car, remote control car. A hose. I don't know if that's a water hose or some other kind of hose. Now, a bed frame, which means there's probably a bed back there, right? Which is never good because we just throw those away. But yeah, just another. Pink planks may have been workout steps. Workout steps. You mean like up, down type thing? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And can we sell it is the question. So. All right. Let's take, here's one. I solved Forrest Fenn first place Thriller Chase. I've seen some of your videos out there. That's the guy from the East, right? The man from the East. How come you guys never ever bring up Forrest's true solve with the Dancing with the Stars and Kent and Esther Cross on my channel? Afraid your brownie fish will be exposed as fraudulent. Well, the problem is you're saying it's a true solve, but how do I know it's a true solve? You haven't proven anything to me that it's a true solve. Jamie Mccracken's never proved it's a true solve. All the other people have done lawsuits, and all these other people that make their videos, and you have the right to believe whatever you want, but why do you call it the true solve? Because you haven't proved anything. And somebody on, I did the 4 type of searchers are left on our video from what was it, a week ago or whatever. And somebody on Reddit said, oh, you missed the 5th kind. And that's the person who knows where the real solve was. And I said, okay, fair enough. But I go, how do you prove that? At least Rudy Green found the log that was in the picture that Jack sent to Forrest. I mean, that's proof of a type, if you believe it. That's something. It's not just saying I solved it and I know what the real answer is, but you may think you know what the real answer is, but there's no way to know because the chest is gone. So that's why, if that answers your question, I'm the man from back east. Forrest Fenn acknowledged. Yeah, you probably live back east. You are a man from back east. That's true. That doesn't mean you solved anything. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. He did a lot of things for a lot of people, which they probably made them think they were on the right track, and they weren't. So Eric Sloan was the man from back east. Yeah, a lot of people from back east. I'm the man from back east. I'm from Detroit, right? So anyway, but that's your answer because you haven't proven anything to me, and you can't prove anything to me because there's no treasure chest to be found. So you can't prove anything anymore. So yeah, I think we're going to, MJ. The problem is, how much do you spend? I mean, it's going to take a ton of work to unload it. We're going to have to rent the big-ass U-Haul truck. We're going to have to go out there at 110 degrees, empty it out. It'll be fun. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just a lot of work. And again, it's a rule of 3. If you buy it for a resale game, it's a rule of 3. So if you buy it for $1, you want to sell it at least for 3. We've spent $2,000 on this unit. We want to get $6,000 back. So is there $6,000 worth of stuff in there? Well, it depends on the comic books. Depends how old they are, right? Be nice, James. Be nice. But yeah, that's the answer. Is you haven't proven anything. I know you think you're right, and Jamie Mccracken thinks he's right, and a lot of people think they're right. But how can you prove something that's not there anymore? Jack has the chest and is selling it. So anyway, that's our kooky storage unit. I hope we get, but we'll deal with that in a week or two. The other thing is, I might as well just do a treasure hunt amusement park, guys. So I'm going to go off of the Forrest Fenn thing because there's some other treasure hunts going on. The first one is, if you guys remember, Mike Haverstock, he did the 12 Days of Christmas. You guys remember that treasure hunt? Those of you that worked on it. And Tom Human from Supreme Seek, he solved it along with me. I helped him. He solved it. Or was one of the winners. I can't remember if there's more than one winner. No, I think it was Tom that solved it. I helped him out. Well, Mike Haverstock's doing a new one. It's going to be the 12 Days of the 80s Hunt, and it releases on July 1st. So in 2 weeks. And here's the cool thing. It's going to be absolutely free. This treasure hunt's going to be free. And the prizes are going to be 3 baskets with 80s memorabilia as prizes. So that's kind of cool. That reminds me of the storage unit we were just looking at with the A-Team board game in it. So July 1st, I don't have a website or anything. More details will be coming. He just wanted me to get the word out. So Mike Haverstock, 12 Days of Christmas. You guys remember that? For those of you that worked on it, it was a lot of fun. He put a lot of work in it. This is going to be the 12 Days of the 80s treasure hunt coming July 1st. So mark that on your calendar and check it out. Oh, the next thing is we got a new address, everybody. Let me change that. I am going to have to change that. Let me change my mail time. The old address is gone. Just like that. That is the new address. So if you guys ever wanted to send us anything in the mail, I just got to go through and update a bunch of videos. But that is the new address. So that is the new address, everybody, in case you ever wanted to send something. And what was the other thing? Oh, I sent Stephen Grogan an email. Remember Vegas Die? Remember our very own treasure hunt here in Las Vegas? Somebody reached out and said, hey, what's going on? Because the website's down. The website says coming soon. So I emailed Stephen, and he said he'll respond soon. So all right. So Stephen Grogan, I reached out to him, and he said he'll have an update soon. So we're hoping the Vegas Die hunt is still going on, is not dead. So we'll see. Yep, Leverett is out there. Beth's hunt. Leverett is still there. Check it out. I'm a Serious Writings. Leverett is off and running. I've got the book. But here's another one. There's another one. There we go. So there was AJ Jacobs, the Puzzler, right? That one was a series of online puzzles. And we actually figured out the password live. It was 2 weeks ago. We did it live and figured out the password of the website. Well, the people that solved that hunt, they have done their own hunt, kind of as a way to say thanks. So this one's called the Huntinality. And I'm putting this in the chat right here. Huntinality. And this one, they did a 2.0 basically. That one launches June 18th. So this website is going to launch on Saturday. Don't know what it is. I'm sure it's going to be the same type of puzzles. The winners have a similar puzzle of their own starting in a few days. There are 2 different levels, casual and expert. There's no cash prize. Looks like people are just doing it for fun. Some people were asking if we could do a Zoom or kind of work on it. We'll see. It depends what I'm doing this weekend. Maybe we can do a Zoom on it on Saturday. No promises, though. So Huntinality right there. And let's see what else. And then the other thing is there's a treasure hunt that is brand new. They just did a 6 questions with Jenny Kyle. And that is the hunt, right? The box that was supposed to be sent out. So this is what happened today. This actually happened this morning. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on. First off, Dustin White made a group for the hunt. Let me find the group. The Incredible Hunt. That's what it's called. The Incredible Hunt. Let me show you guys the website. So what these guys did is they have 6 treasure chests hidden across the United States. Each of the treasure chests, if you find it, you get $10,000. So 6 treasure chests, 10,000. That's 60 grand, everybody. $60,000. Hang on. There it is. Let me look it up. So this is what happened. Everybody ordered in to get their boxes in the mail. You get a physical box in the mail, and in the box are the clues to where these 6 treasure hunts are. Well, today they were supposed to ship, and everybody got this email. And it says, shipping has been delayed 1 more week. We do have 50 boxes packed and ready to ship. So what happened? And again, this is theincrediblehunt.com, guys. Here, let me do it this way. Theincrediblehunt.com. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link in the chat. Incrediblehunt.com. They've delayed shipping, so everybody can still buy in, can still get it if they want to. And it says, we had supplies on hand to fulfill 50 orders. Supplies to fulfill 200 plus boxes have been on their way for months, but have been delayed for weeks due to, you guessed it, supply chain issues. We launched early because we simply didn't expect to receive 100 plus orders in the first 4 days. Well, when you give away 60 grand, a lot of people are going to be interested, right? And they're spread out over the U.S., so hopefully one is they just tweeted right now. Hopefully, to see what that is. Hopefully, one is near enough to you to make it worth it, right? So, after discussion internally and with members of our new community, we decided it would be unfair to ship the first 50 boxes and leave the next 50 plus to wait more than a week for their box, which may have only been minutes after the 50th box. So, keep reading for a creative and fun solution. Well, the clues have been posted online. So the clues that you were going to get in the mail and will still get in the mail, they have been posted online. Well, sort of. We've provided access to a page in this email. Can you find it? You also need a code. You can find it in the recording. Recording, what? But nothing attached. Yes, we know. Remember, this is a game and nothing will be given away simply. Solving clues can take time and effort. Isn't that weird how they worded that? This is a game and nothing will be given away simply. It's kind of strange how they worded that. You may need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. What if I don't find these online clues? Well, relax. The same clues are being shipped in your box. You'll be on your way to sleuthing in another week. So they're going to delay the shipping of the clues for another week. I think next Monday, that means they'll be shipped out. But these clues are online right now. If we can crack what this website is and crack the code, we can actually take a look at what the clues are right now. So why don't we just do it together? Because I know the website and I know where the recording is, but I haven't been able to figure out what the password is off of that yet. So what do you guys think? We did it with AJ's the Puzzler live. We actually figured out what the code was to get into the website. This is kind of the exact same thing. So follow us on Twitter for game updates. So it's follow Solve the Hunt. We are hosting a live Twitter Spaces tomorrow, Tuesday at noon Eastern. If you have questions, that would be a good time to ask the Incredible Hunt. So it's a great idea. 6 little treasure hunts. The treasure hunts are proxies. They didn't actually hide the money in the treasure hunt. Unlike the Utah guys, the Klein family and them, they actually put 20 grand in a real treasure chest and they were found. They were actually, somebody found it 2 days ago, I believe. So it was a pretty awesome idea too. I posted all the clues. The most compared to everyone. I'm assuming you mean the Forrest Fenn solution, but you guys, you can post all you want, but you're never going to know. You're never going to know if you're right or not. Because there's no treasure chest to find anymore. Doesn't matter how much it makes sense. It's just, there's no way to know. Sassy says, do it. Did you order it, Sassy? I did. I paid the money, but now it's going to be delayed a week. So it's $45 for this box, by the way. The $45, the box you get in the mail, $45, like $6 shipping. the little treasure chest you get in the mail is supposed to hold cards, and these cards have the clues to where the treasure chest is. So again, we're taking the chance, is it legit or not? But here's the deal. This is what I found so far. You guys tell me what you think. It says, we provided access to a page in this email. Can you find it? So the first thing you see is there's 3 links down here, right? There's their Twitter, the hunt on Twitter. We've buried 60 grand around the country. Finding it will take more than wits. Think you have what it takes? Join the hunt. Theincrediblehunt.com is their website, and they have a little fact and, frequently asked questions. They recently did a 6 questions on Jenny Kyle's site, so you guys can see all that stuff. Let me close this stuff down. Okay. But here's the thing. When you go to their Instagram link, QR code. Look at that. So here's what you got to do. I use my phone to scan in the old QR code. And it does come up with a website. And let me bring the website up and I'll show you what it is. It's the Incredible Hull, the Incredible, if I could only spell it right, Hunt. Darn it. Hang on. I think I got it bookmarked. So you scan in that QR code, it takes you to a website. Okay. There we go. And this is the website, right? Boom. This is basically a hidden page on their website, which you're not going to get to this page. Hang on. Capro's asking me, am I live? Yeah, I am live. Oh, I didn't actually send her a link, did I? Let me see if she wants to join real quick. So here's your hunter number. Now, remember, you got to pay. When you pay, you get this number. They email you this number. So you're only going to be able to access this if you paid the money, okay? But this is the part I've been able to figure out is the secret code. So this is the website, incrediblehunt.com/GAM/1/cards, right? And this is where they're saying they posted you can buy the box for $45, but this is where they're saying they posted the clues, which are available right now. We can figure this code out. Let me send this invite, see if Capro and Cynthia will join or not. We'll see if they stop in to say hi. I'm not sure what they're doing or where they're at. So, okay. So that's the QR code. The QR code takes you to the website, right? Got it. Okay. So now how do we figure out what the code is? Well, if we go back to the email. So they emailed this to everybody who bought in. They also posted this on their Twitter saying, hey, everybody who's bought in that you can get to the clues now. We provided access to a page in this email. Can you find it? We found the page. You also need a code. You can find it in the recording. What does that mean? You can find it in the recording. If you go down to their Twitter page, look at this right here. There's a link that's called an MP3, the name of an MP3. You can't click it. What you can do is go to their webpage, and then you add it to the end. And again,
to the victor, the spoils.
Can you guys hear that? Listen real close. It's real faint.
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear it or not. To the victor, the spoils. And their thing said, you also need a code. You can find it in the recording. You can find it in the recording. This is the recording. Where'd it go?
To the victor, the spoils.
So to the victor, the spoils. No, Shiloh's not going to join, Lisa. And if you guys took it that way by the thumbnail, yeah, no, Shiloh's never going to join us on the show. Sorry. To the victor, the spoils. But I don't know how you get a code out of that. So if we go back to their email, it says, you may need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. This is a game and nothing will be given away simply. Solving clues can take time and effort. You need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. So that's kind of it. That's where we're stuck. Yeah, I think Capro is going to join us here in a minute, guys. Let me get out of this. So if anybody can figure out this code, if you can figure out what you think the password is, send it to me because I've got the code and I can at least log in and let you know if it works or not. And then you can decide if you want to buy in or not. And they've been posting updates on Twitter. They've told people like, good job, you're close, that kind of stuff. All right, check this one out. This is on their Twitter. So it's kind of an interesting thing. They put feeling blessed today and they have a bunch of numbers. So if we convert these numbers, let's see. Oh, there's Capro. Hang on. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, we can see you. We can hear you.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
All right, no, it's on your end then. All right, go ahead, give us an update. How things going over there in Sante Fe?
Okay, so I'll give you as much as I have, and then there's a little bit of fireworks right outside the courtroom. It was a little bad. So the first 4 hours or so, the morning session, Mccracken went over his solve and how great it was. He was at El Valdo in New Mexico. I had a solve there. It was
over there. Yeah, El Valdo Dam. Yeah.
Say it again.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I can't hear you very well, so let me get my piece out. And there's some stuff happening that I need to get back to. And I cannot see the chat room, so I'm sorry. Thank you guys for being here. I right now have 52 pages of notes that I will be discussing when I am able to get a free moment. Right now, I'm not able to because there's a lot of stuff going on. So basically, the first half of the day was Mccracken going over his case. They actually broke from Mccracken because an officer came in. The officer explained that the woman that was supposed to come to testify on Mccracken's behalf, Mccracken has been arrested several times because of stalking allegations and stalking crimes. And she does not know Forrest Fenn. She wants nothing to do with the chase. She is not coming in to testify. Her and her family are afraid. I guess how he put it was Mccracken had broken down right in front of her home. And when he came in many years ago and asked for the telephone so he could fix his car or get a tow, he believes this woman is his girlfriend, though that was the only time they met. They did a no contact order and he's violated it. He did go to jail. He then came out, but he kept contacting her. So he had additional warrants. That was the crux of the facts. I'll go into some other stuff later. That was the crux of the facts. So there was a cross-examination that said, but Cheyenne has contacted me. She said, when are you coming to Sante Fe, or when are you coming to New Mexico? And the officer said, no, that was me. She had me sign on. We were trying to arrest you. We needed to figure out when you were coming to New Mexico. That was not her. And he asked again, that wasn't her that contacted me on Harry's. He had set up an account for her on Harry's called the Lioness. And the officer said, no, she needs you to stop contacting her. So it was a very odd, but he left. He kept it very factual. He left. I have all the notes, so I'll go into it. I'm trying not to put any opinion in. And then there was a cross-examination of Mccracken. This is where things really became intense for the family. And I will say it was hard on everybody. So Carl cross-examined that there was a lot of holes within Mccracken's solve, he believed. Mccracken did not believe that. But then he went into and he read verbatim Jack's emails. 12 of the emails, and I'll have verbatim for you what the emails say. 12 of the emails over a 1.5-year span say, I'm searching a 9 Mile Hole. I went across the river. Here's a Christmas card at 9 Mile Hole. When I was at 9 Mile Hole, he made a song about 9 Mile Hole. He got a hold of Forrest's father's fishing logs at 9 Mile Hole. He knows you need to wait over at 9 Mile Hole. 9 Mile Hole is the only place that he believes could have the treasure. When he finds it at 9 Mile Hole, 9 Mile Hole, 9 Mile Hole, 9 Mile Hole, there was 12 emails and there's more that's going to be going into record tomorrow. They were entered into evidence under oath that these were ranging from late 2018 up until 2020. Let me take a pause and see if you have a question before I keep going.
So the Christmas card was not shown. It was just talked about in an email.
The Christmas card was shown to Mccracken to say this is evidence, and it is entered into evidence, and we should be getting it once they process it. And he said, this is 9 Mile Hole. And he goes, I'm not sure. Mccracken's position is all of those emails were made up and fictitious. Though Zoe has under oath said these are all the registered emails. So that ended the day because it also went into the rape allegations. The rape allegations did not start until Forrest allegedly died in Mccracken's mind. He has sent thousands of emails to the Forrest Fenn account that he is now, the estate is claiming extortion because none of these claims started until after Forrest died, that he raped a woman. I was so angry about some of the graphic nature of, he has absolutely no evidence except for Cheyenne was in a bikini and that meant Forrest raped her. He has no evidence, no photographs, no pictures, no nothing. And Cheyenne has a affidavit that says she doesn't even know Forrest Fenn, let alone would she have any contact, let alone assault, etc. It got very graphic. I will say at least one member of the Forrest Fenn estate was crying. It was a very tough emotional end of the day. It is going to go into tomorrow. And so the little bit of volatility came at the end when I turned to Toby and I said, do you now believe 9 Mile Hole? And he does not. And I said, there were just 12 emails that were outlined that it was 9 Mile Hole in the park. And he gave some explanation. Cynthia had some very colorful words, but she wanted to be able to come back to court tomorrow. So she left the courtroom. Toby followed her. She was very colorful and opinionated in her. I'm going to let her tell the story if she wants to, or Toby. I know Toby went live. She could not think less of Toby at this point. I got into the elevator and Mccracken got into the elevator with some family members. He wasn't supposed to get in the elevator. It was already over capacity. And he asked us if we were enjoying the trial. And it was just taking forever. And I had some words on the way out. I had some words on the way out and I was very emotional on behalf of the family. I don't have words right now to put it together because I'm so angry. There's a family that is listening to their father/grandfather raping a woman based on no evidence other than this is why I didn't want to go live tonight. We are at a point, I have 54, 56 pages of notes. You will all hear it. It's all in evidence. You will see it. It was 9 Mile Hole. Forrest raped no woman. The woman has a restraining order and Mccracken has been in jail for violating it. She wants to be left alone. Anyone that doesn't think 9 Mile Hole, I believe you are Team Mccracken. If you believe the emails, Toby, I'm sorry. I know you and I see things differently. I'm sorry that you are like Mccracken at this point and encouraging searchers to continue to search or be a part of something that is not there. The truth is now out there and you will see these emails for 1.5 years of jacks that are submitted to the court. Okay, it's too much tonight. There's so much that's hit me. I don't want to be negative. There is no doubt in my mind this family now should get peace. And you will see 56 pages of notes and exact words. 9 Mile Hole, Jack submitted emails to Forrest for 1.5 years. And you will see those. And the Christmas card is in evidence. We will see it in the next few days.
Okay, there it is, everybody. Well, thanks, Capro, for going out there, taking notes. And yeah, I told them we'll do a show when you get back. Maybe we'll wait till next Monday, but maybe we'll do it over the weekend or something. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know which day. There's some additional things that I may have outside of the court case, but that's all in work right now, and that's my priority. So thank you all, you guys, but just know you guys can laugh and say, oh, she's confirmed again. If you don't believe the courts, if you don't believe Forrest, if you don't believe evidence, I'm sorry, you need to go back to your life, guys. But this will be, you won't believe some of the stuff coming. You won't believe. You will not believe. You can't make it up how detailed. There's a song about 9 Mile Hole. I never knew the song, and you guys will hear the song very soon. So it's just amazing, the detail. It's bigger than life. So it's, I mean, you couldn't make it up even if you wanted to. So anyway, I'm going back in. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and I'm sorry things changed really quick this evening when things got a little dicey, and I think some emotions are prevailing when they shouldn't. But I was emotional. I said some words that I'm gonna, I don't know. I'll collect my thoughts and figure out how to say it. But remember, there's a family here, and this is their grandfather, and this is their father, and there was 9 family members there to support each other. There's a lot to say. It's just, I'm not going to say it tonight.
Okay, there it is. Thanks, Capro.
Okay, bye.
All right, see ya. Okay, so just to be clear, because Davio and a couple of people asked, these are emails that Jack sent Forrest before he found the treasure chest. And Jack is not there to testify. Jack was not deposed, but Carl, the lawyer for the Fenn estate, is reading these emails, reading them into the record to show to the judge, no, it was at 9 Mile Hole. Jack won't actually come out and say it because Yellowstone, they came out with the injunction, or they tried to do the motion to intervene. And they've said, if you read those documents, it says, if you give the location, you're going to be held criminally liable. So Jack's not going to say where it was, but Carl is reading the emails between Jack and Forrest. And the Christmas card, it looks like that was admitted into evidence. So we'll be able to see the actual Christmas card. If you guys don't know about the Christmas card, there was a big brouhaha about that, but Jack sent Forrest a Christmas card that had a X over a picture of where Fenn Rock is, the Madison, the way I understand it. I haven't seen it myself, but the way I understand it, it was a picture of Madison River where Fenn Rock is, and across he drew an X where 9 Mile Hole is. And there was like Christmas bulbs, on the trees, and it said, Merry Christmas. Jack was telling Forrest, I know it's here. I just got to find it. You know what I mean? It sounds like there's many emails that he was sending him. This thing about a song about 9 Mile Hole, I have no idea what that is. Sounds like either Jack made up a song and sent it to Forrest, or found a song that relates and sent it to Forrest. So it'll be interesting to see what these emails are when they're a part of the public record, the court record, and that we can all see them ourselves. But Capro's taking notes. So if I had to guess, I'd say we'd probably go live tomorrow when Capro has a chance to gather her notes and go over this stuff. But we'll see. So yeah, thanks to Cynthia and Capro and Toby, and you know what, Greg, and everybody else who's out there just to try and get us some information. So for the people who still doubt 9 Mile Hole, I don't know how the lawyer for the Fenn estate puts a misdirection or a false location in the record of the probate case for the Forrest Fenn estate. It doesn't make any sense. Jamie Mccracken's delusional. Any searcher who has actually filed a lawsuit over their location is delusional. I'm sorry, but they are. I know they believe it. They think they're right, but they're not. They're delusional. That's kind of what a delusion is. You don't accept any other possibility. So just my opinion, everybody. No, Jack still can't come out and say it because Jack is the one that can confirm it. Jack knows where he found it. And if he comes out and actually confirms it with a GPS, which is what Toby says I need to have in order to believe it, then he could be criminally liable. And think about it. Somebody already went and took the log. They did exactly what Yellowstone feared. Somebody went and damaged that part of the park at 9 Mile Hole. So would they charge Jack? I don't know, but they could. And I think they're threatening him to do that. And that's where we are today. Yeah, it's absolutely 9 Mile Hole. Of course it is. I mean, we don't like it. We don't like how the clues fit. We don't like that Forrest broke the law and he crossed the river and we were supposed to take our kids across the river. And there's so many things that are wrong with it. But that's where it was. And that, you guys make your own decision. The difference is you don't sue over it. That's all. Jamie Mccracken can think whatever he wants, but you don't sue. And what I don't understand, and I mentioned this to Capro before they left the other day, I said, so the aliens told me, where the treasure chest was, and I should get part of Forrest Fenn's estate. How does something so ridiculous get that far in the process? How is there a trial over this? The movie Alita, his evidence is clips from this movie Alita, and it doesn't make any sense. So I don't understand how it gets to trial in a probate case. Why can't a judge look at it and go, this is ridiculous, and just throw it out? I don't understand. So maybe at the end, the judge in his ruling, he can explain that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Sassy, you said to try something. But again, a lot of emails were read into the court record that Jack had sent Forrest. Are there any from Forrest back to Jack? I doubt it, because I don't think Forrest could say you're on the right track or anything like that. So I don't believe Forrest responded. Again, we'll find out. All right. I've put in what you said so far, Sassy. None of that's worked. A lot of people think it has to do with the way the words are. Like some people converted them to numbers. Nope, invalid code. None of that's working. So it's kind of where we're at. Jack posted a song reference a long time ago. Okay, well, that's news to me. I did not know about that. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, Bobby, thank you to them as well. That's true. It's just knowledge, guys. It's just knowing how this works. And it's just bizarre to see inside the mind of a delusional searcher, isn't it? I mean, the thing that Forrest Fenn is alive and there was a sexual assault, all that's BS. But just to say, I know it was in New Mexico and I know Forrest Fenn moved it after he died. I mean, what? For anybody to say it was in New Mexico, I don't get that with all the evidence that we have. And I know people think Jack was not the finder. It's all a setup. But when this stuff from the Fenn estate is put in on the record in court, they're not going to do that if it's false. They're not going to, they would have said this was a made up story a long time ago with all the lawsuits, if that was the case. But anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how it works. So, yeah, I don't know about this website, guys. We just can't seem to get it. Jack never got help from Zoe. Yeah, I don't think Zoe was involved at all back then. Davio. But what it shows and what Carl is showing is that this is where Jack found the treasure. Every email says where he was looking, which was 9 Mile Hole. The way I understand it from what Capro just said. Again, we'll all get the emails and we'll all make our own decision. So, yeah, I did. But again, I understand where the name came from. I've done all this morning. This came out about 10 a.m. this morning. I've been working on it for a couple hours. I've done everything I can related to that phrase. Now on Twitter, they have said a couple people are close, and what we think people are doing is converting the phrase to numbers, maybe the numbers in reverse. It's just nothing's worked yet. So Gallatin Ghost, that's a very good point. It's a humble poem that led to a spot that Forrest Fenn held dear. And it never mattered what we think about it. That's true. Forrest didn't care what you and I thought about 9 Mile Hole. He did. In other words, he wanted, I think, families to experience 9 Mile Hole and Yellowstone like he did. But he wasn't concerned with what people thought of the location. It was his location. So I agree with that. Here's a YouTube link to Jack's song that gave him chills when he was searching 9 Mile Hole. All right. Well, if you want to email it to me, I'll listen to it. The good news is that Toby, Cynthia, and Capro disagree with each other. Okay. Maybe the judge is playing Mccracken along, so it costs him more money in the end to teach him. Yeah, they could. Hey, John, how you doing? Glad to see you in the chat and doing okay. Yeah, I mean, they're going to, if I'm Carl, this whole thing's frivolous. You're going to submit to get the lawyer fees. The family wants the lawyer fees paid for. I mean, I hope just like Erskine was, I believe they garnished his account or whatever for $100,000 in lawyer fees. I mean, it's crazy. Is your puppy still guarding the comics? I can't see it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's right there. There he is. That's the guardian of the comics right there. I really want that storage unit, but I really don't want to empty it in 100-degree heat. So I'm not sure if we're going to get it or not. And the other thing is, I'm sure it's going to go for $1,500 to $2,000. And is that worth it? We'll see. Maybe we'll go live the day it ends. Maybe we'll go live and you guys can all watch to see if we get it or not. If we do get it, this one I'm recording beginning to end. I will set up the tripod there at the unit as we unload it, and I'll show you everything on this one. I always say I'm going to do that, but then we get so tired and it's so hot and just trying to do it. We just want to get it done. No, this one I will record everything, put it in the video. I want them comic books. All right, let's see what they posted here. And I can't play the song, actually, can I? So, In a River, it's called. All right, I'll check it out myself, guys. I'm not going to play it, so it's going to take the whole channel down, or the monetization anyway. So, yeah, I'm glad Capro came on, gave us a little update. They'll be back tomorrow because it's day 2 of the trial tomorrow, the probate case. Yeah, I don't understand how this case even got to this point, but I really don't understand Toby either when he says, I don't believe it. I guess I do understand it in a way. Toby's a very pragmatic person, and Toby is saying there's no way that they would have let Forrest and Jack get away with it. That's his position. It was illegal to hide it there. It was illegal for Jack to take it. How the heck are they not charged? And because they weren't charged, he doesn't believe it was in the park. He doesn't believe 9 Mile Hole. I get that. But I don't know. They made some kind of a deal. Obviously. Maybe someday we'll all figure out or know what that deal is. I mean, I don't know if Jack is ever going to come out with it, but we'll see. And the other thing is maybe that's why Yellowstone is saying, Jack, if you come out with it, we're going to criminally charge you, because they don't want egg on their face. They don't want people to know 100% that, yeah, we were supposed to charge them, but we didn't. Because look at all the other people that have been charged in Yellowstone, whether they had to be rescued or whatever it was, those circumstances were. They were digging illegally. Jack, you could say, make the case that Jack dug illegally at 9 Mile Hole, right? Maybe you could make that case. But maybe I think that's the real reason they don't want it out. It's because they don't want to go through the inquiries from people of, hey, why didn't you charge these people? What's going on? Like, what was the deal? Why did you sweep it under the rug and keep it quiet until this probate case? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. All right. Well, guys, that's an hour. I don't know how the hour flies by so quickly in the old treasure hunting amusement park, but I was down for the count last week. I'm getting better now. I still got to go see Top Gun. Everybody says Top Gun Maverick, awesome movie. Brent, I understand. I understand you think you know what it is. You can't prove it, though. How are you going to make me believe that you're right? That's the problem. And for anybody that thinks they're right, the man from back east, these other people that make their YouTube videos, make your YouTube videos. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you I don't see it. I'm telling you you'll never convince me you're right, because how can you? You can't, because the chest is gone. Jack's the only one who knows where he picked the chest up. And guess what? Carl just read the emails between Jack and Forrest. That's why I believe 9 Mile Hole. Okay? If it was a spoof ending, if it was made up, if Jack was a paid person, all that would have came out in court. There is no way the Forrest Fenn estate, especially now that Forrest is gone, if Forrest would have set all that up to end it, especially now that Forrest is gone, there's no way his family would have been like, yeah, let's just keep the story going and hope we don't get caught. No, they would have put it out there. Forrest Fenn's lawyer has a duty to protect the estate. That's why you have lawyers. And there's no way he would have they would have kept this going this long. They couldn't have, in my opinion. Anyway. Yeah, everybody thinks they're right. That's right. And the only person that's right was Jack. Why? Because he's the one who's got the treasure chest. He's the only one who figured it out, guys. I was in New Mexico with everybody else. Top Gun Maverick. I've heard good things. Yeah, I want to get over there. I just don't know when. All right, I'm going to try it right now, Sassy. Boom. Invalid code. It always says invalid code. But they put this on their Twitter. Let's see. What they put on Twitter? They put feeling a nice day, and they put a bunch of numbers, and I'm assuming you just convert them to letters to figure out a message, but I haven't done it myself yet because I've been here with you fine folks talking about the treasure hunt amusement park, rhyming and stealing. Here, check it out. I'll show you guys. So the hunt, that's them. That's the creators of this hunt. 46 minutes ago, they said, feeling blessed today, 9, 14, 3, 18, 5, 4, 9, 2, 12, 5, 4, 1, 25. So somebody convert those to letters real quick and tell me what word. Is it incredible? INCREDIBLE. It's too many letters. I think it starts with incredible, but yeah, somebody figure that out real quick. Okay, you know what, Double Omega, that's valid. If that's what you think, that's fine. But for me, you guys show me some evidence that happened. I can guess all day. You know what I mean? We could all guess all day, and we do. And that's what the YouTube videos are. It's all speculation. I get it. But Rudy found the log. That's not speculation. And when I look at the marks on that log, they match. He found that spot. You know, that's why I believe it. And now we have these the pictures that were sent between Jack and Forrest. It all came out through this probate case. It's still horrible that Jamie ever sued, but here, I'm going to put them in the chat for you, Sassy, right here. So these are the numbers that they said feeling blessed today. What did they say? Exactly. Feeling blessed today. 2 heart emojis, 2 hearts, and those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers right there. Somebody convert those to letters and see what we get. And I wonder if that's a hint for the password, to the code, to the website. I don't know. I can show you evidence after evidence all day. Right, but it's not evidence. It's you believe it's evidence, right? It's not really evidence. It's more a theory. And that's what everybody's left with is a theory. I thought the log was evidence that Rudy found. I thought the emails are evidence. Obviously, they've been submitted in a court case. That is evidence, right? Those are the emails that Jack sent to Forrest showing where Jack searched, right? 9 Mile Hole, stretch of the Madison, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, Double Omega. I believe 9 Mile Hole, but can't understand what made Jack 100% sure for 25 days and all that. I get that too. Like if the slip up was just his favorite and it was his favorite fishing hole, that must be 9 Mile Hole. How are you that confident that you search for 25 days that you grid search? I get that too. I wouldn't have been that confident. So unless Jack's going to tell us, which he's not, that's all we got. URL to the page where you enter the code. But again, Sassy, you can't enter it without a number. But here, I will post it. But you guys, you got to buy in. And if you don't want to buy in until you know what if we do solve it, should I show the clues? No, I probably shouldn't show. I'd show one of them. You know what? I would go live and show one of them. Just so you guys can make up your own mind on what these clues are like. So that's a link to the website where you put in your number once you pay and the code. So you can't put it in without a number. So that's how it works. Maybe you've already bought in. I don't know. And you just want the website. But Forrest really liked fishing. Forrest didn't really like fishing. He loved fishing. Fishing was what it was all about for him growing up and everything else. So who would think of stealing someone else's solve? Well, who stole somebody else's solve? I mean, that's what these people that are filing lawsuits are claiming. But Jack didn't steal anybody's solve. Jack just said, I know the area. I'm going to grid search it. That's not stealing somebody's solve, in my opinion. But yeah, I know, Carter. I mean, and again, me and Capro talked about this 4 years ago. It can't be in Yellowstone. It'd be illegal. There's no way he put it in there. You know what I mean? So am I a little bit jaded that, holy crap, he did put it there anyway? Yeah. I mean, I discounted it because, toward the end, when he came out with the umbilically attached, I thought that's got to be Yellowstone. But then you think, well, where in Yellowstone? I mean, there's so many warm waters. Where do they halt? How do you find this thing? Yeah, it's $45 plus it's like $50 with shipping. So 6 chests, $10,000 each. You know what I'm saying? If I can get this code, I'll show you so you guys can make your own decision. But so far, nobody. As far as I know, nobody has been able to figure the code out yet. I hear you, Sassy. We got Beacon Star, we got Xavier Marks, we got Leverett, and now we have the Hunt, the Incredible Hunt. So the good news for the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, there's a lot of stuff happening. But yes, it does cost time and it costs money, doesn't it? So we all got to make our own decision on that. Xavier Marks. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to show. Xavier Marks. We still got 140 people watching here. Xavier Marks, Sean Cronin, and Hillary Ganga, they were in the LA Times. Where's it at? Oh, I thought she emailed it to me. Hang on. Xavier Marks. And there's something very interesting I wanted to point out. LA Times, Xavier Marks. There it is. So this is the LA Times. Check it out. This is huge for them. They have to sell a lot of books after this. Los Angeles Times, inside the $10,000 treasure hunt embedded in a children's art book. Hillary Ganga and Sean Cronin, creators of the children's book and treasure hunt, Xavier Marks, The Missing Masterpieces. Now, you guys can go here and read this yourself. I'm going to put the link out there. And there's this particular, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's this particular one I thought was interesting. I'm going to word it or read it. Word it. I'm going to read it. Hang on. All proceeds from the book. Jesse Eisenberg, Secret Clue, Instagram celebrities, Jason Alexander, Will Wheaton, Ethan Kotkowski, Melissa Joan Hart, Clancy Brown, Damon John, Queen Diaz Twine. We all know that. Okay. This is what Hillary says. The whole book is up for grabs as far as clues are concerned. If you solve every clue in the book, you can walk right to the exact spot and get the treasure. If you don't solve everything but get in the general area, then it's more like an Easter egg hunt. I thought that was interesting. She says there's actually a treasure hunting community, if you can believe that. That's us. They participated in a few hunts. The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt, they figured out where Tennessee was, but then somebody found it before they could go. Okay. Oh, there we go. This was no easy trick, says Ganga and Cronin, meeting a treasure hunt. The pair won't share their secrets. Oh, here, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but here, check it out. The pair won't share their secrets, but say they believe that thousands of people are currently searching for the treasure. This includes the hardcore treasure hunting community who buys all treasure hunting books as soon as they are released. That's kind of me and Capro and a lot of you, as well as families all over the country. Some have written to the book's creators to share what they have been searching or deposit their solutions. Okay, here it is. To all the searchers out there, Cronin advises that they first read the book from front to back cover without looking for any clues. Then he says to dig back in and study each page. Here's the important part. Think about different options of any possible thing that maybe looks out of place. We've ever heard that before, huh? Think about different options of any possible thing that may look out of place. Ask yourself, well, why did the author do this? Why did the author make this choice? Why did the illustrator make this choice? And you can start developing a theory. At the end of the day, it has to lead to a location. Hardened treasure hunters beware. Ganga and Cronin believe this case has the best chances of being cracked by the imaginative mind of a child. So, pretty cool article for Xavier Marks. Did anybody check those numbers out yet? I mean, I'm going to have to do it myself. I just didn't want to do it live while we were live. Yeah, books is sold out on Amazon. Yeah, Lorraine says $45 a lot. 45 is a lot. I get it. 6 chances of $10,000 each. I get it. I understand. And they've said they sold out of their 50, so they've at least sold 50. And I think they said they were going to have plans to do 200 boxes. So, what is this code you speak of? $7 is a better buy-in. That's right. And again, we have no idea what the clues are for this thing. So you pay $45, you get the clues. And it's supposed to be a card like a playing card. It's that simple. Each one, there's 6, one for each chest. So it's really, and there's a map. So it's really interesting to see how they did this. But yeah, it may not be, one, it could be a scam, right? All we're doing is going by somebody that made a website that it's there because it's a proxy item you find. And then, oh, incredible day. All right. I figured that's what it was. All right. Yeah. Incredible day. Okay. Try. What do we got? A date? All right. Let me give it a shot. 5/19/16/20. Nope. Let me try it without the dashes. Nope. Invalid code all day long. Invalid code. So there's something going, there's some kind of double meaning or something going on here. They said, it says the code, you also need a code. You can find it in the recording. You'll also need a code. You can find it in the recording. Well, the recording, listen up. Here's the recording.
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
Now, I almost thought that recording is from a movie and we're supposed to figure out the movie, but there's not much to go on. That voice is pretty nondescript, I guess.
To the victor, the spoils.
And isn't it to the victor, go to the spoils? Go the spoils, but it just says to the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils. 5 words.
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
5 words. To the victor, the spoils. Makes me sound, I thought I thought you had to put it in a different language, like Latin, because it says you may need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. So I tried a bunch of Latin translations of "to the victor, the spoils." None of that worked. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Everybody on this Monday night. Well, I'm looking forward to the. I'm looking forward to these emails that came out about Jack. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Went through my emails. Also, I'll give you guys an update from Stephen Grogan. Ord with the $20 super chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No message. Just get showing support, showing a little love to the treasure hunting amusement park. Two victors, Davio. Yeah, to the victors, plural. That might be a good point. Is it plural? Let's listen. I didn't catch that.
To the victor, the spoils.
No, to the victor. It is singular.
To the victor, the spoils.
That's right, Lucky. You tell him. To the victor, the spoils.
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
Okay. Mccracken shot himself in the foot. Yeah, it's delusion. It's a delusional. I don't know how else to put it. He's deluded. A lot of people are deluded. Difference is he sued. That's the difference. Hunger Games, I like it. Yeah, that too. To the victor, the spoils. I always thought it was a Roman thing, like to the victor, the spoils. But all right, I think we're gonna end it up. We're gonna end it there. I mean, again, it's called The Hunt. TheIncredibleHunt.com, everybody. If you get it, let me know. If anybody cracks the code, please let me know. I'd really like to see what these. And again, guys, if nobody can crack this code and get to the website, we just got to wait for the box. The box is going to contain everything that'll be on this website. It's just we could get to it tonight and actually start working on it. So if we could do it. That phrase is from the election of 1828. Okay. Yeah, I looked up the Macy guy. Yeah, I looked it up as well, too. So. Quotes from James Bond and GoldenEye. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. I just watched the new James Bond last night on Amazon Prime. I won't spoil it. 23565. 23565. Survey says no, invalid code 23565. I mean, I have fun working on this live with you guys, but you may need to see something different ways. And even that is worded weird, isn't it? Here, check it out. So they put the simply in there. You may need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. You may need to see something different ways before its true meaning can be understood. So what I thought, it says to the victor, the spoils. Well, these are the spoils. This is what we're looking for, right? And I zoomed in on this, and it says the hunt. Now, there's some weird symbols here, but I can't tell what those are. So I put in the hunt. That didn't work. I thought, they were referencing what we're looking for and that was the code. But that didn't work. Can you find it? Yeah, we found the web page. You also need a code. You can find it in the recording. I even did the old developer tools on the website and looked up the name of the MP4 and put that in, and that didn't work either. They did say, I believe they say that it's not K sensitive. In other words, you can put it in anyway if you have the right code, which to me, I wonder if it means it's numbers. Enter the secret code. It could be numbers. It could be letters, right? What files are in the computer? Yeah, are in the recording. Well, here, I'll show you the recording.
To the victor, the spoils.
So here's the other thing. If you click on these three dots, one, you can download it, which I've done, but you can change the playback speed. Why would that be on there?
To the victor, the spoils.
Why would they let you change the playback speed?
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
Let's try it sped up.
To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils. To the victor, the spoils.
Doesn't change. It'd be cool if you changed the speed and it actually had a different message, but no, it doesn't.
To the victor, the spoils.
You have to see something different ways. So do we type it out? To the victor, the spoils, and then what? Is it an anagram? You have to see something different ways. Yeah, I did too, Beefaghetti. This morning they sent the email saying, hey, we're going to delay shipping. And then they realized not everybody signed up for updates to the website. Like I reached out to Dustin White, who set up the Facebook page, and he's like, I didn't get an email. And I'm like, I just got one saying they delayed it. There's a website. And he's like, what? So then they posted it on their Twitter and I think their Facebook page, because not everybody, I guess, signed up for emails through the website. I don't know how you don't sign up for updates, but yeah. 2 seconds.
To the victor, the spoils.
And when you download it, what's it called? See, when you download it, it gives you, it's a random. Ooh, that looks like okay, check it out, guys. That looks like a YouTube URL. Check this out. I downloaded it, and there's the name of it. YTH8WMT. And that sure looks like a YouTube URL, doesn't it? Hang on. I'm ready on the breaking news button. Let me look it up real quick.
To the victor.
No, I didn't mean to play that. Show and folder. Rename. Copy. Go to YouTube. And put in this. Oh, here we go. That video isn't available anymore. See what I did, guys? Check it out. When you download that file, it has a name, and the name is YTH8WMMT, some lowercase, some capitals. And that sure looks like a URL. Yeah. I thought that was going to be it, gross. But when I go here and I put it in after the V equals, paste, that video isn't available anymore. I thought maybe that's something to do with that. Because these people, they've said in the email, when you buy in, you get an email back that says from this point on, anything can be a clue. So I think they're interactive. I think it's going to be the Twitter and the Instagram. They said they have all these things planned. We just don't know how deep this goes, which is fun, but frustrating. Fun, but frustrating. YTH8WMT.
To the victor, the spoils.
And again, usually a flavor text gives you some hints on how to solve it, right? Let's read this thing from the beginning. Shipping has been delayed 1 more week. We do have 50 boxes packed and ready to ship. So what happened? We had supplies on hand to fulfill 50 orders. Supplies to fulfill 200 plus boxes have been on their way for months, but have been delayed for weeks due to, you guessed it, supply chain issues. We launched early because we simply didn't expect, there's a word simply again. We launched early because we simply didn't expect to receive 100 plus orders in the first 4 days. Probably Jenny Kyle's 6 questions had something to do with that. After discussion internally and with the members of our new community, see, it says members of our new community. I wonder who they talking about there. We decided it would be unfair to ship. What? The word "the" is here twice. I never noticed that before. After discussion internally and with members of our new community, we decided it would be unfair to ship the first 50 boxes and leave the next 50 plus to wait more than a week for their box, which may have only been minutes after the 50th box. So in other words, people ordered the first 50. Whoever orders the 51st is going to have to wait a whole other week. So I kind of get it. Let me check my email and see if the is in there twice in the email too. Assuming it is, but that I didn't notice that before. Man, I thought that URL was it. Yeah, the is in there twice. So, accident or on purpose? Keep reading for a creative and fun solution. And again, they're not hiding cash. It's a proxy. So you can see how small the chests are. These are the actual chests, according to this, that they're hiding 6 of them. And you get a proxy item. And you take a picture of it. There's a coin. The coin has a code on it, stamped on it, kind of like the proxy, for Beacon Star. Same type deal. We all know how proxies work, and then you get the money. The clues have been posted online. Now, what would be funny is if that's not the website. The website's actually hidden in here somehow, and this is not it. But it has to be. You go to the QR code. The QR code takes you to the website. And yeah, that's got to be it. Well, sort of. We've provided access to a page in this email. Can you find it? We provided access to a page. This is the access. But if Instagram is the QR code and Twitter is the recording, because right here you've got to put this together with the website in order to get. See, that's the name of that. That's the name of that MP3. What is the Facebook link for it then? What's going on? There's no hint on Facebook that I saw. The Incredible Hunt, the Incredible Hunt. See, right there it says The Hunt, and then there's some symbols below it. I don't know what those are. Just trying to see if there's supposed to be some kind of clue. If you did not sign up to receive email updates from our store when you purchased, you did not receive the email we just sent. And then this is a link to it. It's posted here for your convenience. This is the 6 questions on Mysterious Writings. There is a phone number. I called the phone number. I left a voicemail. They did shoot me a message back in Twitter. Basically said, we're not ready to come on your YouTube show yet, but we'll watch. So that was interesting. hello@theincrediblehunt.com. Solve the hunt. See, if you go to this is their normal Instagram page. The one they put in the link to the QR code, you can't get from here. So that was special just for that. We hid 6 chests around America. To find them, you'll need our box full of clues, all of your wit, determination, and a whole lot of creativity. Tagged. And again, this is this picture again, right? Would you like to find a $10,000 treasure chest? Theincrediblehunt.com. And there's Jenny Kyle. I see a key. There's a key right there sticking out. Solve the hunt. Incrediblehunt.com. Did you really hide it? Why have you gone and done this? They say they were big fans of Forrest Fenn and The Secret. How many chests have been found? None. That was interesting to say there are 6 chests remaining, but none have been found because there's only 6 total. So, buy your box, more answers to decent. I like how it says decent questions, not recent questions. Oh, I'll try it, Hooli. It is a number. It's like a Google Voice number. Mike Hunt, please help. Yeah, right. It is fun though to try and figure this out. Ship Tools Corvette Hit is an anagram of the recording. Ship Tools Corvette Hit. That's interesting, Sassy. I don't think it's the code, but it's interesting. Isn't there enough treasure in the world? Well, no, there isn't. But what I was saying is it's more answers to decent questions, not recent questions. It's kind of funny. Why did we do this? There was a pandemic. We were bored. We had some excess money. Pretty normal story. Now, the only thing I don't like is we have no idea who these people are. There is no public face. There's no name associated with this. It's just this website. So, sometimes it helps if you see the person behind the curtain, so to speak. But, like with Forrest Fenn, we knew he was legit because once you find out about Forrest, you knew it's something he'd do. These people, we don't know who this is. This could be Randy for all we know. Isn't that right, Randy? How many chests have been found? 0. To be fair, the game just began in June of 2022. And I guess the game officially began today, but we got to crack this website to get to it. Is everything we need inside the box? No, the clues start with the box, but a clue could refer to something outside of the box. So it could be a website or something. What skills do we need? I wouldn't rule out anything. However, experience with a prior treasure hunt would be a plus. How are the chests stored outside and don't rust? Our chests are sealed inside watertight containers. The outside world is harsh on cheap metal jewelry cases. To help preserve these chests for as long as it'll take our hunters to find them all, we sealed them in plexiglass, much like The Secret. Are these chests buried underground? Nothing is buried in terms of you needing to dig. In some spots, chests are obscured by rocks. In other spots, the chests may be an inch underground, covered only with a thin layer of topsoil. Do not dig. Seems to me they're going to use GPS. And how do we zero in on these things? How do you know you found a chest? Inside each chest is a key with a brass coin attached. Each coin has a different code word stamped onto it. Send us a photo of the coin and we'll send you your money. It's that easy. Then you come on the Cowlazars show and tell everybody where you found it. Can you confirm if we have the correct location if we email you? Unlike with The Secret, there is no guessing as to the locations in our treasure quest. Solving the riddles will resolve to actual spelled out locations, i.e., You won't need our confirmation to determine the city location because the puzzle solves the actual names of places. Otherwise, of course, we would confirm if you wanted to understand if you had the correct location. It's just not necessary. To receive the reward, you'll need to locate the actual chest and send us a picture of the contents. Finding the location is half the battle. Places are big, and finding a small chest in a big place can be challenging on its own. Yeah. Seems like they thought it out. Maybe. I hope so, Lorraine. I hope it's legit. You know what I mean? The dude who said to the victor belongs the spoils died on July 4th, 1857. Is July 4th the incredible day? Throwing some shade at Byron Press. Sounds like Michael Stather's treasure hunt, a treasure's trove. Nick was the name in the purchase info. When you purchase it, there was a name Nick? I didn't know that. I didn't catch it. Check my emails. Is that what you're saying? So this is the first email I got. Check it out. I'm not going to show it, but I'll read it. Welcome to the hunt. Congratulations. You've embarked on a life-changing journey. Game, hunt one, transaction number, username, and hunter number. So you get your own number. That's how you log into the website. Keep in mind that everything you receive from this moment on could be a clue. Good luck, hunter. Launching, now it says launching July 2022. That was this morning. And then they said there's a chance we could get it shipped earlier, but now they've realized that's not going to do that. I didn't see Nick, though, so I'm not sure where that is. Oh, what the hell? Looks like why did it use the wrong address? Or did it? Oh, no, it didn't. My billing address was different than my shipping. I was like, don't tell me they sent it to the old UPS store. No, they didn't. I should have it. So, okay. Oh, I see. There you go. If you have any questions, thank you, Hooli. If you have any questions, reply to this email or contact us at nick@theincrediblehunt.com. So we have a first name, which is Nick. Nicodemus. All right. Good eye, Hooli. Good eye. Nick. Old Saint Nick. Christmas. Is that the incredible day? Yeah, I know, Hooli. Well, what they said is they were going to launch it early, meaning today. The first 50 were supposed to go out today. And then because they got so many orders, they realized 50 people would get it, and the rest of the people wouldn't get it, and it's not fair. So, I know. Or is that part of the puzzle? I don't know. No, the original plan, who cares, was to wait till July, and then they realized they had enough orders they were going to ship early, and then they realized they'll make it this fun little puzzle for a website. So I could wade straight to it. All right. Bitcoin, that really took a tank, didn't it? Took a tank. It really tanked. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. We've been an hour and a half. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. Can't wait for Capro to get back. And hang on, Jeremy. I'll let you know. Can't wait for Capro to get back, and we'll go live. Forrest Fenn Treasure Found to go over this trial and what may have come out through these emails. All we know right now is there's a Christmas card. About the 9 Mile Hole Christmas card was submitted in evidence. And also there was a song that Jack sent about 9 Mile Hole to Forrest. So interesting stuff. And all that, I guess you could say, is circumstantial evidence. But when you put it all together, it sure seems like 9 Mile Hole is it. And I remember years ago, somebody said the poem was all about golf. So 9 Mile Hole sure sounds like a golf thing. I mean, I don't know, if that means anything. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I know, JK. Silver's the way to go, right? Silver and gold. Hey, easy now. What are we talking about? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. It's alive and well. We got some new hunts. And I still want to get back to not Star Wars variant cover. No, I want to get back to Xavier Marks and the Beacon Star. Just no time, guys. No time. We'll see you. Oh yeah, we could do a Zoom. I didn't even think of that. We could do a Zoom and try and kick around some ideas. Yeah. I'll probably open up a Zoom. Why not? Tonight we'll do a Zoom on this. So if you're on my Zoom list, you'll get it. And if you're not and you want to be on the Zoom list, email me and we'll see if we'll figure this thing out. See you, everybody. See you next time.